Babe, what are we gonna watch?
I have to write a paper on the works of a great American novelist. So I figured I'd begin my research by watching The Great Gatsby.
Is that so?
It is. Throw some popcorn in the microwave. I'll be right back.
Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald is one of the greatest American novelists of the 20th century. Much like the legitimacy of his work, this is typically unquestioned. F. Scott had a wife by the name of Zelda Fitzgerald. I think she was a wife just about any man would want. Beautiful, intelligent, and charismatic. Scott drew a lot of inspiration from her, as she was often referred to as his muse. Fellow writer and good friend of Scott's, Lawton Campbell, recounts in one essay all the completely normal and totally not creepy ways in which Scott would capture these bursts of inspiration. Open quote. Scott would hang on her words, often repeating them for future reference. I have seen Scott jot down Zelda's remarks on odd pieces of paper or on the back of envelopes and stuff them in his pockets. At times, his pockets were fairly bulging with her bon mots and bits of spontaneous observations. Close quote. I mean, given that type of behavior, it's no shock that Scott molded the female protagonist of his first novel in Zelda's image by quoting her verbatim. I mean, he really stepped up his game, though, on the second novel when he directly ripped passages out of Zelda's diaries and letters, which she has later stated mysteriously disappeared shortly after my marriage. Oh, and after 12 years of ongoing abuse, including a pedophilic affair with a Hollywood actress, good old Scotty finally sends Zelda into a mental breakdown, which results in a hospital admittance. But being the stalwart woman that Zelda is, she managed to maintain motivation and write a semi-autobiographical book during her stay, which her darling husband offered to edit for her. So maybe he's not a complete piece of shit. Nope, he definitely is. As if hospitalizing her wasn't enough, Scott nearly drove her to complete insanity when he sabotaged her one and only novel by heavily editing out details that were detrimental to his character, and also stopping the publisher from giving it any publicity. You probably could have guessed this dick went on to lift more of her diary entries, letters, and her novel for his last book. I guess you can't spell muse without the word use, but what the fuck do I know?
Babe, can I just use that paper you wrote last semester about that book by that one guy? What's it called? To Kill a Mockingbird?